Well, welcome, ladies and gents, to FACEIT TV for the North American FACEIT League. I'm GDK. This is James.
Hello.
And you are watching. Oh, I already did that part, James. All right, so I think it's now the part where we tell everyone about this league. Of course, you guys have probably seen this before, and if you haven't, if it's your first time, of course, we have 3 portions to the FACEIT League: Europe, North America, and Oceania. So let's check out the standings currently as they are for the North American League and see who is doing well. Who's doing well and who's doing poorly. Well, so far we can see that Liquid, they definitely have been performing wonderfully, and they recently, of course, picked up a liege, and under the, well, originally they were under the leadership of Adren, but then Daps took over, and Adren has, he went to a more just
originally they were under the leadership of Daps, then they went to Adren, and then back to Daps, Dan.
Oh, because Adren joined them,
They went
right.
back.
So, as you can see, Liquid doing very, very well. Elevate not doing too shabby themselves. They're in the top 2 spot at the moment as well. And we do have quite a lot of maps left to be played between these teams because it's a home and away map system.
Worth noting, Elevate are tied with CLG, but Elevate have game in hand.
But it's better than 2 in the bush. So
What is this? Why are you bringing bushes into this?
I don't know, James.
How does the bush...
That's how I roll.
Why the bushes? There's no bushes in... Why the bush?
Yeah, I don't know. Stop it. Stop questioning me. Okay, okay, guys. All right. So let's take a quick look at the schedule, the matches we have coming up today. And
my hand is not in the bush, Dan.
Stop it. Luminosity and Cloud9. They will be the first to play here today. Cloud9, as you can see, they weren't doing so well in the league so far, middle tabling it, but they'll be playing against Luminosity on Cash, which will be the choice of Luminosity. They were previously known as Mythic, in case you haven't heard of them before. Hopefully you would have heard of Mythic before, otherwise we're all screwed.
Their logo is the L in their name, but it also looks like a bowling ball with bandages on, to me.
Yeah, so it does. Well, Elevate Liquid, Nuke, and then of course we do have SKDC and CLG after that for Dust too. So these are the matches coming up today, and of course we have partnered with Welcome.com, and we are going to be doing our team selection process now, so we can actually get ourselves into the picks. And this time, James is going to be here, and he can actually make a selection with me. I took our selection earlier, so it was my team, James, not your team. It's my team. But now you're here to help me. So we'll select our team.
I'm here to... Go on.
So we'll select our team, and hopefully we're going to do better than we previously have done. Because, James, we kind of suck at this so far.
Yes.
So if you guys are new to this this concept, it is Fantasy League essentially. That's what Vulcan.com is. It's Fantasy League, but it's a much shorter and sweeter kind of Fantasy League. You just pick. There's no trading of players or teams or anything like that. You just pick. You pick the play day you want, and you make a team for that play day. So and then it's over. Whoever places the best with picking the players, you get them accumulate the most points over that play day of matches. Let's say, for example, tonight we have 3 matches coming up. You select the players that are going to be playing in these 3 matches. Whoever selects the ones with the most points will win their respective little league for today, and they'll get rewarded with money.
Okay.
Money.
Let's go down to the bottom. See who's bottom of the barrel. Hades is $31. $31. Damn. He's like those. He's like the Atlantic City of this list. Shroud is being replaced by. We've got a few changes here actually. Shroud has been replaced by flowsicK, so he's not playing today. Not Hades. JDM64 can't play anymore because of his job. I wouldn't go as far as to say that he has retired, despite him saying that. And I believe Dumore has left SKDC as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure who they
so basically
have
don't pick those guys.
Wouldn't it be funny if like Hiko and Skadoodle joined SKDC?
And Mike Lele, he'll leave LGB and join them as well, and Scream.
Then they'd have 7 players.
Well, then they'll have a pretty big advantage.
Okay, let's get. Wait, so who are SKDC playing today?
They are going to be playing against CLG on Dust 2.
CLG on Dust 2. Versus CLG on Dust 2. Well, the thing is, do we even know? I'm not even sure. We should check Coach TV maybe to see who's expected for SKDC. All right. Do you have a first player, Dan? Hey, Adren is cheap.
Yeah, I think that makes him a pretty easy choice.
I want an Elevate player.
Because I do like a Dren. And yeah, I think I'm gonna say Dren is a good choice. Let's do that. So we have a Dren. Okay, now we need another one. All right.
Rocker?
So Rocker. I don't know. Why would you pick Rocker?
Rocker or Storm? Storm's cheaper.
I'm surprised that Daps has much more than a Dren. He must have been playing quite well recently. The values are adjusted based upon players' recent performance and their popularity with the picks as well. So that is how where these numbers come from. We don't just make them up on the spot. Okay, so we have 2 minutes to lock this in, James. We've only got one player.
Okay, so apparently Virtus is playing for SKDC, and it also says do more on HLTV. So who knows? I think we should try. I think we should try and avoid SKDC because we don't even know who's coming for them. So let's see. I think we should get. Okay, we've got Storm is 1500, right?
I'll take Desi. Should we take Desi?
Desi? Oh, of course. Yeah, let's get Desi in. All right.
He's expensive though. He's expensive.
Okay, we've got 6K for 3 players.
Damn! Look at some of those guys on top of the list. 6K for 3 players. Okay, so that's not too bad actually. But that just put us around here in the middle of the table. And if we take a Liege, then that's going to hurt because we'll be left with 1800 per player after a Liege. So
I think let's get a Liege. Let's get a Liege.
You need a Liege.
Let's add a Liege for now and then see what we can do. Okay.
Okay.
So we're left with how much? 3,400, 3,500. Okay, so say 1,700-ish. So we need to scroll up to see the max we can buy. That's a bit too far. Go down a bit, please. Producer E sucks up scrolling through websites. Found something else he's terrible at. All right. So
okay,
so we could get Storm. I'm all over the Elevate players today.
Well, either it's Storm or we go.
Could we can't we? Oh, I think can we afford Storm and Tarek?
No.
Wait, let's have a look. I want to see how much we got left. 850. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We could get Fugly and Tarek.
I don't know.
Because if you look at it, if you look at the bottom right, we've got Luminosity players there, which is not a good idea. We're at the top. We need to look at the bottom.
We have a Liquid player as well. We have an Elevate player. We need a CLG or SKDC player.
I think if we remove whoever we just added.
Do we have a CLG player?
If we remove Storm. And if we. Oh my god. If we get, see, we can get Tarek now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then how much do we have left? 1,400. All right. So we could get relics, or we could get relics or Flom.
I think we should avoid SKDC as well because I think
Fugly.
I think CLG might wreck them on Dusty.
Fugly.
I actually don't know about that, but yeah, okay, let's go Fugly. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
I mean, Liquid playing.
Who do we make shot caller? Who gets the bonus? Desi. Desi got go shots caller. All right.
Okay.
I think we're good.
That's good.
I think we're good. Team submitted. All right, great. So, Adren, Fugly, Elige, Desi, and Tarek.
Okay. Well, let's. Okay, so guys, first of all, we've got Luminosity versus Cloud9 coming up. It's going to be on cash. So let's find out what your thoughts are as a community. What kind of odds you are looking at? I mean, we don't have Shroud playing, and this might make it a little bit less accurate, I suppose. But because people making the betting might not have considered that.
No Tyrone, Dan. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Well, what do you think? What do you think this is going to be?
I think they should be okay.
It is.
I mean,
cash,
people say like the biggest thing for Shroud is like he's a massive fragger, but he needs a lot of instruction. Seems to be a common opinion. So maybe apart from pure aiming, who knows how much it will be. Obviously, Cloud9 will have their drills and so on, so there's going to be an element lost. But I still expect a W for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's cash. I mean, Cloud9 have always been a really good cash team. So yeah, I would say so. I think that's pretty accurate what the community has there. So
looking at the
80%. Looking
at the recent videos.
Oh, Hiko's subbing for Elevate.
Okay, that's a different match. So what was I going to say? Looking at the recent videos from what's his face, Dazed, about ShahZaM. He's picked on him on 2 different matches he's played recently at Katowice. Should we give him more scrutiny See what he's doing?
ShahZaM?
Yeah.
Or just like follow ShahZaM the entire time?
Let's do that.
All right, let's do
Let's follow ShahZaM the whole match.
Okay, that should be easy. Producer
And
Reese,
then I can...
Producer Reese is at least capable
I
of
can
that.
be like, hey, this is Dazed, and like... Okay, it's not a very good impression.
Are you going to try to be...
That was a bit Tyrone.
Okay. All right, so... All right, let's. I think this should be starting relatively soon as well. So, with Cloud9 actually at the moment, I have to say that this team, I'm still not sure with this team.
Cloud9, did you say?
Yeah, I mean, as far as Cloud9 go, I mean, something that's very, very different. And if you like with Katowice, now we're getting the POV communication and stuff like that, we get to actually get an insight into how it sounds to be on the teams, and you get to really see what it's like. Because, for example, there was always a lot of talk about in-game leaders and who's the best, who's the worst, and a lot of the talk would be based upon factors, certain factors that are visible, and not all the factors were visible. And one of the biggest factors in judging in-game leadership, a lot of it comes down to the communication, how communication is managed, and how much authority that figure has, depending on the elements within the team. So, because of course in some teams you can have some individuals who will need a little bit more authority than others. And how these dynamics play together, it's all down to the in-game leader to say, these are all of my tools, and this is how I will use them to the greatest effect. That is his job, essentially. So, and some in-game leaders kind of neglect that, and they more so say, well, I'm just going to call the shots, but I'm not going to manage my team at the same time and try to manage all the variables and make them as efficient as possible. I think this is something that Happy does well, in particular, and that's noted because of what he's done across having loads of different players to use, and the results that you see. That's Happy. I mean, I had a conversation with him, and it was very, very clear that was all. I mean, he is the engineer of all of that. He's the architect, basically. However, when we saw Cloud9 at Katowice, definitely communication didn't seem tip-top. What would you say about that?
I'd say, generally speaking, when you listen to American comms at these events, they tend to be, maybe it's just a different style because they're from a different place, but like it sounds quite puggy compared to the
it's like
the
a lack
European
of drills
comms.
almost, lack of default strats, lack of clarity in some situations. Like, I always hear like, hey, have you got a smoke for this or a smoke for that? Like lots of free-flowing stuff, which can be okay within, I don't know, I mean, it seemed a bit too free-flow.
Yeah, I think maybe a lack of efficiency might be what you're suggesting.
Because that suggests
like it's like wasteful conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not trying to interrupt you deliberately, but like one thing I spoke to Sean about when they were in the office was he said that like looking at other people's comms, whereas they like his team, they know what they need to do, but like they'll ask the question, like, am I throwing the arch smoke or whatever it is. Whereas you look at a European team, and rather than ask, like they know, both teams know what they're supposed to do. But a European team, right? like just to kind of just like for confirmation, you might say, I'm throwing the arch smoke, just in case there's like any confusion or someone. He's just putting the statement out there. So if it's correct, you can ignore it. If someone's confused, then they can ask a question. So it's like they're kind of confirming, whereas in those comms you had them asking. So it may not even be that they don't know what they're doing. It's just they're kind of asking for confirmation. They're seeking confirmation as opposed to being the ones confirming it and being corrected if necessary.
Just making me think of the NIP things like kill confirmed.
No.
Confirmation. No.
I don't even know what that is.
You know what? You haven't seen the video? What? You have surely seen that video.
Is it a general one of their communications?
It's like a compilation of funny moments from Katowice, like different teams' comms.
Oh.
So like
I think I saw that, but maybe I just didn't find it funny. Like
you hear Vox just basically being really happy, and just when they're getting completely smashed, just having fun. And you see my favorite moment was the troll from TSM onto the Fanatic hype video. We got Dupree's like doing this, like and doing like this, just like pretending to be the guys from the Fanatic video, just trolling them. They did that actually. They did that in Kiev actually, but the camera wasn't on them apparently. Unfortunate, because they're massive trolls, and that's pretty funny. But I will have to show you that later, because most people's favorite bit is the NIP bit where they're on Dust 2, and Forrest is like, you have to say confirmed every time you want to take a kill, and they all start going nuts. I can't believe you haven't seen that. It's this guy. It's on the front page of Reddit. Do you not read the Reddits?
All the time. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention during that part of the video.
God damn it.
I don't know what to tell you. So Cloud9 Luminosity, what kind of score are you expecting here?
We are live very soon, guys, so I'll make it quick. And I do believe that regardless of the side that Cloud9 start on, I think they're going to take this something in the region of 16 to 10. 16. So yeah, they're playing without Shroud, so I'm going to say 16 to 10. I feel like it should be convincing. I feel like it shouldn't be a struggle in any sense for them. And I mean, they're a great cash team.
Luminosity are a team we invited to the league because...
It's their pick, by the way.
Because Iber Power got banned, basically. So, you know, they're one of the kind of, I suppose, newer teams to the league. And I don't think they've won a match yet, but that said, I think there will be a lot to learn from the matches they have played. Again, if you are not familiar with how our league works, all the matches are picked, all the maps are picked in advance. So how it works is you get a pool of 7 maps, of course. The away team, because they play each other twice, so it's like soccer. The away team vetoes 2 maps, and then the home team picks from the remaining 5 which map they would like to play. And then both teams get to prepare for the map, basically, which I think is awesome.
Yep.
I'm sure you do too.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so here we go. Have ourselves Cloud9 and Luminosity on cash.
Time for the counter strikers.
I'm sorry if I sound nasally, guys. I'm sick. I have the land disease.
Lamb disease. You've been
I have
with
a land
lambs?
disease. Well, I was in Kiev yesterday. Yesterday, James, we were in Kiev, coming back from the Star Series finals.
You were in Germany as well. That was fun. Lol.
My experience of being in Germany has not been so good so far, I must say. We got scammed on one end, James. I got laughed at on the other. They actually laughed at me, James.
Yeah, they did laugh at you. They laughed at you for a long time as well.
I know, they found it really, like loads of them.
An awkwardly long time.
And it wasn't even like, it was their mistake as well. I think we should probably tell the story at some point. I don't think now is a good moment, but I guess we should tell the story. In fact, what we should probably do is we should probably tell the story of the of what happened in Frankfurt as well, because I doubt, unless these guys all stayed up past their bedtimes, I'm not sure if they would have seen the original telling of the story. So
if we find time.
Yeah, if we find time, we can do the stories.
So I think there were some visibility updates to cash today. But forgive me for not. I think there was a visibility update around the A site, and there was some kind of boost bug that was fixed on the A site, but I do not remember what that was.
Okie dokie. So Cloud9, get me on this CT side, and that is pretty nice. And it will probably help out my prediction as well, because we're going to be in a spot where Cloud9 gets to start off on the slightly favored side, and this can look very, very, very favored. We can be back to the old meta before people had really discovered how to play T side. If Luminosity aren't well drilled on their T side, if they aren't very comfortable with it, because a lot of teams who aren't comfortable with it, they also tend to go for pick style, and that can be really blown up by a team that knows their CT-sided play. But here we go, we're into the pistol, and Luminosity looking to go for an execute here onto the A-bomb site. And again, this is their choice, so it's Luminosity's home map against Cloud9. And I got to say, it does take some balls to pick a cache as your home map against a team like Cloud9. But here we go. The execute is coming in. And we have the flooding out of Squeaky, and already frags being found. And in the favor of Luminosity, as these smokes are still down and they look for a spot to go for the plant. So there it is. Hades going to have a really nice plant there, visible from main from Squeaky and Forklift. And we're going to have himself on Forklift right now. Takes down ShahZaM. We are going to see more challenges coming in onto Hades, but he is going to do quite well with 3 kills in a row in that spot. And that will easily secure the pistol for Luminosity. And yeah, Hades, I'm pretty sad we didn't pick him, James. I think we should have picked him.
A mere $30, Dan. A mere $30. But hey, I think it makes sense to pick players from the teams you expect to win today.
It's true, actually, yeah.
Look at that knife, that's so nice.
Did we get a Cloud9 player, actually?
Nope.
Oh my goodness, we were idiots, James.
Why?
We had so much time. I think we should have done. It should be a pretty... Well, we'll come back into that point later on, because you know
We've got time to do it right now.
Well, not necessarily. We got Cloud9 on ShahZaM's got himself a scout. We've got pistol armor in the biz.
Oh, hold the conversation. ShahZaM's got a scout, Dan.
Yeah, goddamn. Why aren't we on ShahZaM already? I mean, I thought we were going to go ShahZaM camp.
Oh yeah, let's just watch ShahZaM.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not happy with this, Dan. I think he could play this better. Actually, I'm just trolling. I'm not mocking either person. I'm just being silly.
Okay. Trying your day's impression.
Oh, why is he rotating Dan? No, seriously.
If anyone could like tweet me to explain why he's rotating there, then. All right, we are just trolling. Okay.
We would never see rotations from Skadoodle. I'm just acting the fool. Honestly, I'm not trolling either person. Don't take it personally. I'm just being silly.
Okay, so the push comes in, and let's see if these weapons can actually do some damage. Well, Gares is doing an excellent job there. 2 quick kills, and that's a 3-on-3. He's still alive at the back of the site, but finally, and we'll deal with him. But in comes SEMPHIS. He's picked up the scout. Oh, nice shot there from SEMPHIS. 2-on-1.
Skadoodle would have made that shot.
And frozt is trying to fight back now, and he's going to go. He could actually try to jump across like a boss and go for that air shot, but I don't think he's going to. We got patience from Cloud9, and flowsicK will pick up the frag, so replacing Shroud and winning the round.
So Cloud9 very quickly back into this after losing the pistol. Let's see if their good fortune can continue. Nothing, not on the board just yet. Ooh. We have a MP7. I would like to try and follow SEMPHIS a bit if we can. If people are headed his way. Well, he's in mid, so don't worry about that. But again, the MP7 was just buffed. MP7, MP9, and Mac 10 have improved accuracy.
Here we go, though. Gares is going to try to lock this down. He's got a nice combination of frags. We do have nothing coming into play as well, so they're cleaning up quite well on the anti-eco. Losing only 1 player is nice, and we still have the submachine guns alive in the hands of SEMPHIS.
While we have another round of eco to talk about, over. I think if you notice the changes to the Tech 9, right? They've improved the damage fall off, meaning it's probably weaker technically from a further distance.
It's a headshot distance,
so,
shot headshot distance.
Exactly.
Is a big thing.
Yeah, and. But they haven't nerfed the moving. Oh, they've nerfed the clip size as well to 42 from 30, whatever it was. 24 to 24 from 32. Sorry. But they haven't changed the moving accuracy. And I think these buffs to the SMGs are the counter. Again, the developers generally don't like to nerf things; they like to buff things. So if they buff one thing, the general ethos. There you go. So you can see 24. The general ethos is to buff other things to kind of be on the same level as
break the game,
as opposed to nerfing things to bring down the balance to the level of everything else. So I think these 3 SMG buffs are to
break the game.
Have answers to the Tech 9.
So here we go, we've got Gares now. He's going to be using this new MP7, and indeed you can actually see that it does look much more accurate with the way the spread was going. And my goodness, what was that, James? He absolutely annihilated them.
Dan, nerf MP7.
Honestly, actually, like if you looked at the way that the bullets were going, that looked really, really easy to control. And even though he was spraying it for a prolonged period of time, that looked pretty sweet. Need to do testing though. Need to test it firsthand, but
yeah. Actually, maybe it's worth testing that, like, in a bot environment. I may have to do that, but we are into the buy round here. I'm going to see the AWP on Flom. And ShahZaM continuing with the scout for the time being. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how that's going to work. The MP7. Because I think it will be good from close to medium range. This is just a guess though, but from far range, maybe somewhat inadequate. We shall have to wait and see. Still early days so far. Luminosity just chilling out. Maybe waiting for a push here from the CTs. LeX is holding an angle on the box in mid. Waiting for somebody to have a butcher's hook. Have a look there.
Okay, it's going to drop very shortly here. But actually he's a bit preoccupied. Does get the kill, but you can see that SEMPHIS on the case is going to pop out and run out of ammunition shortly after a couple of frags. So 3 on 2 now, Cloud9, looking fairly good, but they might just be able to isolate the last, or rather the only player, the sole player on the B-bomb site. Gares is there with the M4A4, ready and waiting. In comes Hades, wrapping around the side, and he's easily going to deal with Gares. So Hades now going to have to make sure that Anger can get this bomb down without any hassle, but we do have a man coming in from B storage. It is ShahZaM. And there he goes. It's going to find Hades, but won't connect the shot. Now flowsicK has everything to do, and that's going to be the round for Luminosity. They are going to bounce back one, and how's the economy looking here?
It's good to see that there's one skin ShahZaM didn't put on that jackpot website. Because he lost everything else. Anyway. So trades here. Trades coming out. Oh, what else did I want to say? So the Silenced M4 has had a nerf in the sense that it is $100 more expensive now. Nice wallbang there. Going to send Flom down to 17 HP. And more tagging will put him down to 5. Which is always a pain. It's going to make you a little bit more apprehensive in your peaks. Also, the moving speed when you are scoped in with an AWP or an auto sniper has also been nerfed, which I think will be interesting in the way people crouch peek. Oh, what a shot from ShahZaM. Only a little dome bobbing around, and he just took it straight out of the water. Finish my point on the AWP a bit later. Gares taking down Flom as well. So 5 versus 3 here. Cloud9 looking to extend their lead again.
Okay, so we are going to have a really strong setup on B right now. Hades is going to have to get right in this to take down multiple players here, because this is quite an ask. We do have right now the bomb moving towards the B area as well, so they look like they want to commit here. They're going to have another player moving in through the vent as Hades tries to find an angle for a fast entry. But the nade spot is ShahZaM ready and in position, goes for the spray down. Both players will come his way, and almost the last one as well, but nothing can deal with that easily. And Cloud9 with 4 men alive is going to help their economy so much right now, and ShahZaM is doing really well. I mean, 11 frags, he's getting a lot as they push into B. They often stack up for him, and he is cleaning them out.
What was that point I was making?
About the AWP.
Oh, the AWP, yeah. So when you're scoped in, you move slower now, it seems. I haven't tested it myself, but that's what the notes say. And, well, I was going to say Tech 9 rush, but there's only one Tech 9. Bunch of PT50s. So we will see if this is a simple cleanup or not. Nothing. Is he going to have time to reload without getting taken out? Oh, the flash is going to stop the chase. So 4 versus 2. Nothing getting a bit tagged. But he will find a frag. Only frozt remains. He's on the side. He's got a bomb down for his team as well. That's really important. So, while this cleanup comes in from Cloud9, the AWP. So when you're moving now, it's slower. So if some of the ways, like where you have people just holding normal angles, say on Inferno from arch to mid and so on, sometimes people would scope in and then go for a strafe crouch peek with the AWP, and they'll be slower doing that theoretically now, which may be a significant disadvantage. We will have to see. You can crouch peek and scope kind of as you crouch and get a far shot off as well. So depending on your style, you may feel the effects of these adjustments to the AWP. Okay,
so looks like we're going to have what looks to be a bit of an A main play, and well, generally A site play here as the players line themselves up for some aggressive positions. We are going to have LeX looking to do some damage over into middle. However, of course, SEMPHIS is looking for this, and they've got a man in the vents as well, so it's going to be hard for LeX to do all that much. He's going to have an amazing result to really get the damage going for the flank into short, or the cutting down of those rotating players. He does get SEMPHIS, and nothing's now out the vents, looking for the return. He will pick it up now as excellent flash work coming in from Cloud9, from flowsicK, to pick up a few frags there in the hands of ShahZaM now, as anger is remaining, but not for much longer. Nothing will take him down. 6-2 the score is, once again, Cloud9 holding on to quite a lot of players here. So this is going to, as we can see, their bank is growing massively at the moment, and Luminosity once again are going to have to go for somewhat of an eco.
Sean's been playing lots of dirty corners, or just around the corner, just on the other side of choke points in sights, and getting double kills all over the place. Cloud9 four rounds ahead now. 2 AWPs as well, which I think we may see them play B with a solo AWP a bit later on. But for now, ShahZaM's playing solo mid with the AWP, and SEMPHIS finds himself over towards A, looking into A main. You see anger there. It's going to be an eco push. There's one frag for SEMPHIS. almost a double. 3 plays remaining as flowsicK has taken somebody down as well. That bomb plant's going to be just a bit out of the smoke there. It's going to expose him, and he will not get the bonus money for his team. Another clean round here for Cloud9.
Okay.
flowsicK with 1 HP survival.
So now we're going to see the buy-in from Luminosity. And now what do they have up their sleeves? They've been going for some... They haven't really been playing like the pick and split too hardcore, but they have been actually going for some of these executes. And the thing is that because they're not taking much map control before doing it, I think Cloud9 are always very well prepared for it. That's something we're seeing consistently. And look at that, ShahZaM, he does bob himself up there on his teammate's head to look over the smoke. And I really like that. It's a very cute play. I actually think I've seen that before. In fact, I've never seen that before. So that's really nice. And that's really nice. That's going to claim an evening frag for Cloud9 as it goes 4-4 in SEMPHIS. Look at this. Great position. And even picks up the frag. So good work from him.
I've only seen that where people have been standing on the rail on their own, but the boost like that. Funnily enough, I think there's been a number of smoke updates, and I think one of them was related to people boosting, I think, in smokes as opposed to behind smokes. So fair enough, nice frag. And we, for those of you who saw the European stream earlier, we had a situation on Inferno where Existence was using a gimmicky one-way smoke to get kills near the carts on B, on Banana. And I do wonder if that will change now.
So they're all very low. This is problematic, James. They have no health. No health. And they have a ShahZaM as well on the bomb site. So here they go, and ShahZaM is absolutely annihilating them there as well. And 8-2 the score here. So Luminosity, where do you think it's going wrong? What do you think the biggest problem is for them?
I don't know if we've seen that many set plays. You were talking about picking earlier, and I don't know if we've seen any drilled mid takes, any drilled A pushes. I mean, actually, no, we have seen a bunch of nades into A at least, but when they did that, they didn't seem to have significant presence in A main itself. And then Sean Gares was just in the boost position and got 2 free kills there, which pretty much put a stop to their push. They do find themselves on Nico once again. The League's coming out, the P250s. So far, it's Cloud9 looking victorious. ShahZaM, look at that, no fear. I like how he's playing here. Very nice cleanup indeed. Surprised he didn't manage to take him down or just rush him as there was so much pressure. He did have support from nades from his teammates, but there we go. So ShahZaM starting to catch up with Sean Gares now.
Yeah, he's got an AUG in his hands. He's just loving life at the moment. But one of the key things to think about as we see the double AWP coming in from Luminosity, which should indicate picking play, is that the meta game has changed massively in Europe at the moment on cash and how you play your T rounds. But we'll come back to this point in a moment because we are going to start seeing the middle push coming in from Anger. He's alone at the moment, and we'll have to see if Luminosity can get the better on Cloud9 in some of these map control standpoints right now, because that has been lacking for them, but they've already got middle now, so this could be the trick that they needed to get themselves ahead or to force some rotations. Cloud9, because they don't know what's going on. They have no middle control. What are they looking at? They have to find it out somehow, one way or another.
Looks like a molly for the headshot area. The Hades is, he's got one person with him. Anger going to get a tag onto Sean, but the bomb is down. That's going to be a rotation from the CT. As you can see it on your radar, they are far away though, and this bomb should definitely go down before they are able to push the site. Looking at a 2 versus 3 retake, and Flow completely flashed there. Gonna have to wait, but his teammate's catching up anyway. See frozt is holding down the T-spawn area at the moment, so 2v2 on the site in the meantime. They could quickly spin around and try and assist. flowsicK going to get the first kill onto Hades. Now it's a true 2v2. frozt trying to catch up while his teammate Flom stuck in the fire. 1v1. See if Flom can find the right angle. Indeed, it is planted. Oh, he knows it's a fake out, and now SEMPHIS won't have time to defuse the bomb. He's going to miss the shot, but at least one of these guys is going to die. Maybe both. Flom surviving with 1 HP. SEMPHIS with 3 actually, so no one died.
He was still on the bomb site when that happened, basically. What the hell? I can't believe he survived that.
I guess it's the boxes in the way in the buildings.
Real pros
lucky.
Don't fake defuse. That's what I'm saying.
What, that phrase is complete nonsense. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Because he just faked.
Yeah, and he lost the round.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, David's not to lose the round, James.
Okay.
All right. No wonder.
I needed
No
that
wonder you're not
reminder.
in an AP right now. Okay. So here we go. We have ourselves a quick frag there from nothing, and LeX going down as well to SEMPHIS. And this is another poor start when it comes to the picking situations here for Luminosity and the map control situations. They have absolutely nothing right now. They don't even have A main at the moment. They don't have B storage. They have literally almost nothing. So one thing I can quickly talk about is the way the metagame has changed in Europe as well for Cash on the T side is that we've gone back to the fast mid takes, like really fast mid takes, because you can do lots of running nades to do that with this site. Sorry, with the middle area. And once you have middle, you put a lot of pressure on the CTs, and it's a very, very good point in which to change the pace of your aggressiveness. Because if you slow it down after you've taken mid, and you've done it quickly, you have a lot of time left to play with, and the CTs will need to know what's going on. So they'll be forced to either push, do a B storage push, do a play on middle, or do a play on A main. Because if they don't do that, you can set up a fast execute wrap onto one of the two sites. So in pro level play in Europe, teams would rather, as CTs, try to work out where you're going. And oh, we're actually going to get a couple kills coming in here from Anger. So we'll go down the end. And just to finish the point, so yeah, with the elite CT sides, they are gonna make a play. So in switching the pace up, you force that out of them, and you can get picks from it in some good angles. So that's what's really interesting. That's the most interesting dynamic. And I spoke to Happy about this briefly as well. And you're saying one of the best teams in the world, probably the best one at doing pace changes to abuse the opponents is Virtus.pro.
Absolutely, they are definitely notorious for it. So ShahZaM takes down Hades. No fast push here from Luminosity. I think a lot of European teams will just go for it after this, but I think Luminosity fear the nades. And the nades do continue. More frags coming in for Sean Gares, as I think maybe Luminosity waited a bit too long there. I think in other situations, if the AWP gets one kill, the rest of the team is just going to try and rush him down immediately. And then if you can take him down before he can shoot again, then maybe you have a 4v1 or 3v1, and then after that, possibly get a bomb plant.
Yeah, I mean, you never want that situation, do you, where you make an investment and you don't get anything out of it. So you lose a man, and you don't get a frag or map position out of it, or map control out of it of some kind, then that just sucks. That just can't happen, can it? And, well, we'll have to see now if they can build off of this. They've got to pick on middle as they've done a fast take here, and they've got two players in A main. Now this is a much better round, a way to construct a round here from Luminosity. You can see SEMPHIS is there sitting in the smoke, and they haven't noticed him just yet. This, oh, actually no, sorry, he's in Squeaky, but they still haven't noticed he's in there. So this could be very problematic. If SEMPHIS survives, as frozt comes in, things are going to start getting awkward. You can see that he picks up the kill onto Anger, not just him, but LeX as well, and that's going to be a great opportunity for frozt after the flash to come in and remove one extra player, and Hades falls as well. So, wow, SEMPHIS really undid them there.
Yeah, also Luminosity, oh no.
The trolling.
Oh, okay, so last round, I'll take that. The team, what am I trying to say? My brain is not working anymore. The Luminosity were getting wrecked by flashbangs. They were eating all the flashbangs in a number of rounds that they ate it. In that round, they ate it in the eco at the round before, when one of their players got taken down by the AWP and the rest of them didn't push. They just kind of waited around. So hopefully they can try and avoid some on this half. Should it go the distance, first they need to win the pistol. They've gone for the 4-man stack towards B as well. We've seen a lot of stacking sites from CTs on Cash, on both sites in fact. We'll see if this can work for them. The bomb is still in T-spawn actually, so wow. Only 2 plays left for Cloud9.
Yeah, the meta surrounding the Cash pistol is actually really interesting in general. Well, we can talk about a little bit more in detail about that, but we will see SEMPHIS. He's in a very interesting position. He's got to hold this down against a lot of players. The bomb is slowly making its way over, and SEMPHIS might just be able to do this here. That nade is going to do nothing. Ooh, Flom catches him in the side of the head from a short. So now ShahZaM, he will actually get the bomb down. So this is really nice, because now that means if they want, they can guarantee Tech9 armor it up the next round with nades for a set play. And indeed, perhaps they will go for that, as we are going to see, again, yeah, the pistol meta, generally the default round is very much like this. I really liked, I think it was Titan, the way they did it. They had, I think, Maniac towards the A site. It was very defensive, but he had the kit. And the rest of them were stacked on B, just like this, because B's the harder site to hold. So when it's rushed, so you kind of don't want to play retake on it. You want to play retake on A, where you can get all these angles And so that's what they did, and we can see how well it works out. But I like that Cloud9 rushed B, because most people will never rush B, because that's the safest play. So you wanna try to hit it, because that's the meta, right? They're playing against the meta, and so yeah, I really like that move from Cloud9. Despite it, they basically kind of got blown up by the fact that they got killed by the strategy of Luminosity. I actually like that they're playing against the meta in that way.
Okay, so all the players for Cloud9 are towards A at the moment. You can see SEMPHIS in the squeaky door, and the rest in main, with the bomb in a bit of a passive position, now starting to catch up with the team. First frag going to go the way of Cloud9.
There we go. Frost is there. Wow, just casually bursting with the FAMAS, and he's actually even going to pick up the kills. So Patience does it, and indeed that buy-up from Cloud9 did not go so well, and you're going to have Luminosity surviving with 4 players, which is a really big deal. So Cloud9 with that minimal investment, only taking one player down, that's going to leave them to have to do a big job here to just completely destroy the economy of Luminosity. Now, 4 FAMASes, that's quite that's not so great, especially if Cloud9 are to challenge middle heavily. Then the AKs are going to perform so well.
Right, so the TC's well spread out at the moment. 2-1-2 set up from them. We've got the boost coming in. Safety in numbers here from the Ts. 4 people in the mid area. Nothing is over towards the vent. Flom just hiding for dear life at the moment. Will bounce, maybe bounce a flash off the wall should he need to. No one's going to try and peek his position just yet, but flowsicK being a bit paranoid about it at the moment. Matter of time before Flom pokes out. It's going to get 2 frags as well, almost a third. Nothing going to get the trade finally for Cloud9. They're still in control of mid for now, but the team has been heavily damaged. You can see Anger just holding an angle on the CT side of mid, just to make sure there's no flank from the Ts. He's not going to dare peek at the moment. Could have a teammate throw a flash in for him, but still, not going to risk it for now. ShahZaM is in A main, but a bomb is heading over towards B, so we've got a 2-1 split. And ShahZaM has got a frag onto A as well. No rotation as of yet. He will fall on the side, and Anger will start to rotate. We've almost got an exit from Hades, but he's like, hold on a second. I think the game might be up here.
So now the player that can really destroy this is this man, Anger, coming in from the back here. Ooh, wow, just getting out of vision in time, but no, we're going to see nothing. And Gares, they cannot escape their fate. Their fate at the hand of Anger, as they both go down. So 12-6, and Luminosity aren't doing all that badly at the moment, and Cloud9 can go to another eco, so you can only expect some more rounds to be built up here for Luminosity. You're going to have this momentum in the match. So Cloud9, they need to start finding some ways to break Luminosity here, because I mean, again, I would actually really like to see dominant middle take, because it's a good way to just test them, because you can condition them into having to shove more players in middle entirely. And this is an interesting dynamic to start off with, from a psychological perspective in the match. It's a very, I love that part about Cash, but we're not seeing it so far, but that's okay. But maybe a delayed push here.
So Luminosity with $29,000 of equipment versus 2.5K of Cloud9. We'll see what they can do. Nothing with a smoke, 2 flashes. 5 P250s here for the Terror side. 3 more flashes to come. See, the bomb is in the mid area at the moment. LeX gonna keep control of A main for now, so no 2-pronged assault here. But there is SEMPHIS in the squeaky area, but that's a clean anti-eco here from Cloud9. They will continue closing the gap for now.
12-7 is the score, so yeah, it's looking quite good for them. And we're not going to see any AWP from Cloud9, so they could really throw something very dynamic here. We're going to see 2 Molotovs, and I mean, if you have 1 Molotov, I think the best Molotov that's the most impactful is this one we're going to see from Nothing potentially. It looked like he wanted to move for it, but the one into the vent room when you do mid takes is really important. But look at this, already big kills coming in from Gares and SEMPHIS as they eliminate all the presence of the CTs. And I like how they're falling back here, and this is the thing. Luminosity do not know what's going on. They do have a man in A main, so they might just figure it out. They are rotating a man prematurely. Well, not prematurely, because they know they have a man in A main. So Luminosity making the right move to get the info, and that rotation is not going to help them that much, unfortunately. Flom is there, but his teammate was not able to delay for him to be able to have an engagement that could be favorable. Flom, gonna miss the shot there, and he gets worse and worse from here as they don't really have the time now either, or the position to work with. But they had the right response after losing middle. Push a man into A main, figure out where they're gonna go, A or B.
Yeah, so they're forced to save for now. But the hunt is real, and they are heading the way of ShahZaM. He's going to find one frag. Second duel going to be won by frozt. And he's got an ult for now. And will SEMPHIS find him? He's looking the wrong way. He's going to get shot in the back. And there it is. Can SEMPHIS get to the AWP in time? Bit of money saved there for Cloud9 as they move within 3 rounds of victory here in game 1 of today.
Okay, so Cloud9 now in a position to get themselves some picks with ShahZaM. With that AWP, there's lots of ways to do it towards B and towards A. And also over the top of middle, of course, but looks like they are just going to go for, again, a nice little bit of a middle play. And again, I love seeing the early mid pushes on this map. It's re-entered popularity, and it is definitely very, very good. You can run in all kinds of nades to make it safe. Oh, wow, nice flick there from ShahZaM, kind of extrapolating where he thought the guy should be in the smoke after seeing just a pixel on the other side. And that's going to be a big advantage now for Cloud9, who put them down to only 3 players, and that's some good damage on the wallbang. That's 54 health now for Anger, as kill after kill seems to come the way of Cloud9, and they are looking really good at the moment. And surely Luminosity are not going to have much money after losing this one.
Yeah, and pay attention to how much these pros spray into smoke, because I, for one, always forget to do it in matches. I never spray into smoke. So definitely, if you have the M4A4 or an AK, get your spray on. If you have the M4A1S, you can lament the extra $100 you're going to spend herein. Flom trying to save the AWP. They're heading his way. Oh, the wallbang's coming in. That's got to annoy you. Only a little tagged, but a little bit scary. He goes for the peak, and he gets eaten alive. So double AWPs now for Cloud9. Let's take that one. Bring it into the next round. 14-7. Double the score of Luminosity. Looking to make it 16. Let's see who's making the frags. Again, something we're seeing a lot of. The frags are pretty much evenly spread out across both teams. flowsicK just a little bit behind his teammates, but to no matter. So we've got 3 people pushing the A site on this mixed situation for Luminosity. You can see Hades has got an M4 and armor. LeX has a P250 and armor, or Kevlar, and then just pistols for the remainder, and a flash for frozt.
So yeah, this is a pretty harsh situation to save the match for Luminosity. And indeed, they don't have much in the way of knowledge at the moment as well. But Anger might be in a position to get some kills. He's got to be really calm here, really collected with that deagle in his hands. As in they go. And oh, okay, Sean Gares is going to eliminate him immediately. Hades is going to be traded upon as well. So they have an entry with that smoke down into the bomb site. It is soon to be planted as well as they pick it up, and flowsicK's ready and waiting for any man to be flanking through vent. And this is looking to be the disaster for Luminosity here. That is certainly going to put them in match point now for Cloud9. And would you have preferred a save for a full buy for an overtime situation? Because the kind of buy they were looking at,
it was pretty dire, but it depends on what your tactics are. I think it comes down to the tactics more than the buy. If you just have like P250 plus, and with the right tactics, you could maybe scrape around and pick up the weapons. But playing against match point like this every round, I don't know. But they get a buy. They've got a buy anyway, so yeah, it's no matter.
Yeah, I should have. I guess I forgot about the bonus that they have, because they're getting that full 3400s. So that's
better go to VLAG. Apologies for that. Hopefully it will correct itself and resume without further disruption. I sound like a BBC reporter.
I have the excuse that I'm sick, so I'm gonna use that. And now we've got Luminosity looking for their defense, and actually it's not going too badly for them. They've taken advantage. It's not often that we've been seeing this, but in it is with all the frags from Anger, frozt, and LeX. So now we have still the match point situation with Cloud9. They've got plenty of cash in the bank to get themselves a lot of weapons. And so far there's no standout performance, I would say, from Cloud9 or from Luminosity. It seems pretty even across the board at the moment as we go into what could be the last round. It depends on who's going to get these opening kills here. And Luminosity have been playing pretty vanilla kind of on their CT sides. We haven't really seen all that much aggression anywhere on the map, but here goes the fast mid-take from Cloud9. They are wrapping up short very quickly, and that timing might even throw Luminosity right off guard as LeX goes down, and in goes nothing. Quick couple kills from him. Excellent work into the A-bomb site as Hades and Flom are left over, and this could be the end right now for Luminosity unless they pull out this 2 versus 4 with ease. And Hades goes down. Flom gets himself one, looks for the flick, smoked off. It couldn't be worse for him, but he can't go and save, and he doesn't have time to go to connector. He's got to get himself through this car position, and there is the shot from ShahZaM that will end this match 16-8, and that's more or less the scoreline I think that most people would have expected. Although with Shroud, you would only imagine that it would be a bit worse. But yeah, thoughts on that one?
Yeah, it was a pretty solid showing there from Cloud9. Good play by ShahZaM. Got loads of kills for his team. They're not the strongest team in the league. They're going up against, but hey, they had an Anarchy level performance in their last match as well. Did Cloud9? It was absolutely crazy. It was like watching Envy play. And
you know, it's going to give them a lot of experience as well. So it's really nice to play these matches for teams that are on the lower scale when in your lineup for the league. It's always really important for because in the future, who knows what they could grow and become, and some of the players as well. So next match is going to be Elevate and Liquid. It will be on Nuke as well, and that's actually the choice of Elevate. So I would say Liquids. I think they might. I mean, of course, it's whoever starts on CT is going to get a lot of rounds, or should. But I feel like Liquid could destroy here. But
I'm enjoying watching both of these teams, actually. I think this could be quite a good match. Dan, 2 things.
Uh-oh, I know what's going to happen.
Number 1, make sure you follow the channel, 450k, and we will be giving away a Huntsman knife to subs and an Asimov to all the viewers. But also, I think for our North American friends, it's time to spin the wheel, Dan. Okay, so if it lands on, I haven't bothered to update it yet, right? But Chroma is actually producer Reese, and if it lands on that, he gets fired. Dan, spin the wheel.
R.I.P. producer Reese. Oh, that was terrible.
It hit my thumb. I don't think it's
It's Peter.
I don't think it's a valid spin. Hey, okay, we'll do something for Peter, okay, but let's spin it again.
All right. There we go.
Question marks. Okay, so raffle for question marks, and we'll post you maybe some question marks or do something else after the break.